We are the New Halcydians, my friends. Brr, brr, brr. And we keep on. I think I like get a Dakima thing if I keep singing. So I'm gonna stop. How is everyone doing? It is Good Morning Hill City, season 2. More of the same, but better. I don't know. You tell me. We're gonna zip through this because Fire Demon is Sahor. Um, how's everyone doing? What's going on? How's it going? What's up? Announcements. We have a new RP in the district called Drinking Games by our very own Nick, very first RP. We'd love to see it. And so check that out. We have new D&D coming out soon. So yeah, it should be fun. It's coming out soon. Here's the weather. It's hot, hot in hell, and it's raining fire. Here's a rich thing I bought. Nothing. I've actually been I can't believe I'm saying this, saving money. So I haven't bought a rich thing. Gross, disgusting. Best thing on the internet. I don't know. I've been looking at the internet lately. Go follow Trixie and Katya. Do that. Bitch, I'm hungry. I'm always eating on the podcast. I'm currently eating a turkey bacon sub. Delicious. With chips and a dessert I shouldn't be eating. Game corner. Oh my god, my throat. I have been playing Ghostwire Tokyo, um, Horizon Forbidden West, and Triangle Strategy. I just finished Dying Light 2 and Final Fantasy Origins, or whatever that game was not into that. Weeb Corner, we are going to be watching Fires Otaku Club this weekend. We're watching My Dress Up Darling. It's going to be great. And Human Corner, I don't know. The Met Gala happened. Kim Kardashian was wearing Marilyn Monroe's dress. I don't know why. And you know what? It doesn't matter. None of this matters. None of this matters because we are about to get into our interview with the one and only. That's right. We're bringing in hot, hot, hot little flapjack. It's Pancake.
Hello.
Welcome, Pancake.
Welcome. Thank you for having me.
Ah, you're welcome for having you. You're very welcome for having all of that. We're now in Australia right now. It's there's
Up.
kangaroos and
We got king
spiders.
we got kangaroos, spiders, a few different deadly things in the world.
So gross. Have you ever been bitten by something crazy? That's my first
I
question.
remember once going on a hike
Fuck that.
through one of our trails,
Hell
and um during that, it was I was literally
no.
walking for about an hour, not even that. But during that walk, I saw at least three different snakes just
Ye-
off the edge of like the path.
oh god. Yeah, Tempest just said don't forget about koalas. We should talk about koalas. That's not much
Yeah,
nicer.
drop bears.
Yeah,
We
they're
got drop bears.
oh yeah, drop bears. Do they really fall out of the trees?
You never know, man.
That's so cool. I love them. They're so dumb. I love it. Um,
They're
Pancake,
adorable.
how did you find out about New House City?
Right, so I
This is a
think it
good
was
question. I want to
one
know.
on one of our other servers that you had sent a invite, probably trying just to get more people on the server.
I mean,
So pop,
that might have happened. Maybe.
I
Who
can't
knows?
remember. It's been a while.
A while.
So came on
Okay.
in, had a look around, went through all the roles, and so far it's just been wonderful. Like got good people, got a nice organized um server. You got all sorts of different interests and things that people can go to and do.
Love it. Yeah, I was gonna say what was your first impression of the city, and I think you just said. What would you say your primary role is in the community, or how would the Hellions know you?
Probably in either the probably with a little bit of the D&D stuff.
Oh yeah,
I know
for
that's a
sure,
lot of what I've been doing.
for
Um,
sure.
some of the Pokemon here and there.
Oh, you're in there. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Um, but other than that, maybe just being like the nice guy that talks here and there when people are on.
What is your favorite part about New York City?
Oh, just like a lot of the other people here.
It's always the people.
A
People are the
lot of them are
people.
quite nice. A lot of them talk a lot.
That is
Its
true.
server is always quite active.
It
It's
is.
always
Oh
good.
yes. Oh yes. Tell us about. Ooh, what is your favorite channel? That's a great question.
Hmm. Favorite channel?
Oh yeah.
I would have to say maybe one of like the D&D channels
Mm-hmm.
or the Work in Progress channel.
Interesting. Did not expect that. I thought you were gonna say pub chat.
No.
Hmm. Interesting.
I've I've been loving seeing everyone's drawings and creations. It's always been wonderful
Yeah.
because I do art right now, so I haven't been doing a lot, and I don't really take pictures of what I draw or make here and there, but I always love seeing like what people make,
We need to see
how
it. We need to see your
creative some
pieces.
people.
Just saying.
If right now I am creating a wearable art,
Ooh.
so I'm creating clothing out of kind of reusable or used materials,
Yeah.
whether it be like cloth that's already been like cut up here and there, or cans of soft drink to create something, cardboard here and there, that type of stuff.
Interesting. Um, I was just about to ask what are your hobbies, but you just got it. You're very good at getting into the next question. What are your other hobbies besides drawing and D&D?
um, the hobbies would probably be like playing games, of course. Been a big fan of the Pokemon series for a long time.
Nice.
Also loved um a few other different games that's been going on. A couple games that came out recently.
Excellent.
Um, I also do for my school, I do a esports tournament
Wow.
that I help set up.
That's
Yeah,
incredible. Oh my gosh. We need
yeah.
to see
So
more of
we
this on the
go
server.
and
I
verse.
love this. This is great.
So we verse other schools. We actually verse other schools in Queensland.
Amazing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's a very important question. Who is your best friend here? And if you don't say me and only me, I will ban you.
um.
Yes.
Uh, uh,
Uh-huh.
you're definitely one of the
Well,
best people on
one
the
of.
server
Wait, wait,
fight.
wait,
I
wait. One
one
of. Hang on. What is this one of? One
only
of.
equal only equal to like Swift, wonderful person that
She's
is like
fine.
a good
She's
friend of mine.
fine. Okay. Yes, she won best new member. Yes, everyone loves her. She's fine. Okay. Fucking Swift. Shout out to Swift. Do I?
uh
Okay, go ahead. Yes, 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 yes.
I've haven't been on a lot of these like calls with a lot of people. I've only just met Nolan finally because of one of the
Oh yeah.
D&D things.
Oh yeah. Nolan
So
is.
far, he's been honestly quite funny. He's definitely creative, and I look forward to playing more of him.
Yeah, he is.
Um,
He is a legend.
been
We will get into it when we get to the
Oda
hobbies
is
portion.
awesome.
Yes, Kitten's cool. Yeah,
Been loving a lot of just the mods. They're all really good.
they're cool folks.
Um,
Don't tell him I said
yeah,
that, but yeah.
definitely. Uh, definitely having a lot of good chats with Haley and like her
Oh
art, her creations
yes.
and
Ugh.
stuff.
Most underrated artist in New Hill City. Just saying, she's great.
Nah, what?
She's great.
Her
She's
creations are
never.
awesome.
She's incredible. She's never won Artist of the Year, and I think it's criminal. She
It
deserves.
is criminal.
She deserves.
Look at some of the things he's created. These are like top tier, like
Top tier.
horror creations.
Top tier. And she, I mean, she won Best Cosplay the year got in for her excellent Lara Croft. If you haven't seen it, it's amazing. She's
I
so good.
think I saw that.
She's so good. She's so good. And she's gorgeous. It's not fair. Just give us something, Haley. You can't be gorgeous and talented and smart. It's not fair. Okay? Anyway, speaking of
Sharing is
gorgeous,
caring.
do I look pretty today?
Ah, wonderful. Just as radiant as hell itself.
Ah, love that answer. What does your New Hell City apartment look like? As you know, and every time someone comes in, every new member is granted a small apartment. So, what does yours look like?
Uh, my apartment has a few simple consoles here and there.
Oh yeah,
I was able to bring my Game Boy Advance so that I can play my Pokemon Leaf Green and Emerald.
can't believe your Game Boy has survived the hot temperatures of hell. But good job. I think that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Shows how
I'm surprised.
resilient.
Surprised too.
Oh
There's a little
man,
bugs here and there, but it's fine.
it's fine. It's fine. Um, okay. Well, let's get into my favorite topic. Let's talk about your hellies. So this is great
Mm-hmm.
because Taka just showed up. This is great because we get into this is your first year here in New Hell City. So
Yeah.
we get to really dive in. So first of all, what did you think of when you first heard of the Hellies? Were you like, "Oh, what's that about?"
I thought the Hellies were a clever idea when it comes to events in the server. Kind of like a way to keep people, participating in these little events, doing little things with the notion of possibly a reward that they can get.
Yeah.
It,
Oh yeah.
it's always it's a clever little thing. It's awesome.
Thank you, Flips Hair. So let's go through. You're nominated so far for 12 Hellies. We're gonna
Mm.
go through and see what you think about your chances. So first one is a pretty tough one. Weebiest Weeb. You mentioned Nalam earlier, who is considered the king of weebs. So you're nominated up against Nalam himself, Zoe,
Right,
Swift,
yeah.
Velvet She, Polaris, and Minnie, who just is in the chat right now. What do you think your chances of winning Weebiest Weeb are?
Well, I'm just gonna go through some of the things. If no one has been seen as the Weebiest Weave for multiple years, then maybe it's about time to, you know, that it will be just too repetitive
I love
constantly
it.
for everyone to vote for him
I love it. So here's actually
if people keep going for the same people.
the thing about Nalam is that he actually was quote unquote robbed the first 2 years. He didn't win it the first 2 years, and he finally won it last year. Um, but Nalam only cares about Weebiest Weeb. So if you take Weebiest Weeb from him, he'll be whatever version of irate Nalam is. Nalam doesn't have strong emotions, but you should do it. You got to take it from him. That's it. You just have to take it from him.
It's only to what the voters, the fans, can actually, you know,
Well,
vote for.
there you go.
You give it to their opinion to give a vote. It just depends on what I get.
Well, you're nominated for Best Comedic Screenshot for He Is the Weapon from Halo Infinite. Can you tell us about the screenshot, which I'm going to post in the chat right now? Do you remember it at all?
I think so.
I am
It was
about.
during my time when I had started playing Halo Infinite. Which chat is it?
It is in Bonfire Bar text chat right now, which is right above this
Ah,
channel.
Wonderful. Yeah. Okay.
Yep, here it comes. Yeah, tell us about the screenshot.
Uh, so as I had started playing through Halo Infinite, I have the Xbox Game Pass, so I was just going through and playing the campaign and stuff. Um, there were a few funny glitch moments, and um, I had just finished capturing this base. The whole cutscene had gone through and everything, and I was going to change out some of my weapons. As I look, I see this, and I'm like, can I have him as my weapon?
Very good, very good.
And I could not believe, and I was like, I have to take a screenshot of this. This is the perfect game in its entirety. Man, stuck in ammo crate.
You were also
So I
nominated.
thought I,
Okay.
I thought I would send this in.
You were also nominated for Best Scenic Screenshot, of which you have two from Middle Earth, Shadow of whatever is that game called? Shadow of
Yeah,
Things,
more.
Mordor. That's right. Um,
Yep.
Apparently, I forgot this game existed until you posted these shots. So, what is the
Right.
story behind it?
So, it's been a good few years since I played a lot of these Shadow and Mordor games. So I never actually got to playing her DLC, her missions.
Mm,
So in Shadow and Mordor, this is one of the elf friends, the ranger. She get this, yeah, 8 years. That's insane. Yeah, but it's been a good number of years since I actually played this game, so I thought I reinstall it, get back into it, and I found out that I haven't actually played her thing. So I went around, played some of the missions, and for the story for the first one, there's a zip line. When you first capture a place, you can slide down it. I just thought that it'll be getting like a good shot as you're sliding away from one of the kingdoms, one of the castles.
mm,
And the second one with the night sky, the towers in the background, it just came to me that like taking the shot where she has her bow out, because when you're in the air and you have the bow out, you do that little pose and time kind of slows down.
nice.
So I had time to like position it kind of sideways, go into camera mode, and line it up to have that the whole tower and the town behind her while having her kind of staying in that little boxed area where that tower is.
Nice, nice. You were also nominated for Gamiest Gamer, which you're up against.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, why am I not nominated? I need to nominate myself for Gamiest Gamer. How dare?
Quickly slide
How
that on
dare?
in.
Yes, you're nominated. Well, yes, I am a two-time win.
Should be nominated.
I am I think a two-time winner of Gamiest Gamer. How dare? Up against Minnie, who's here apparently.
I'm Mini.
Sergeant Pepper, Nep Spartan, Devon Warlord, Zozo, and Wired Vex. Now, this is a very
Cool.
controversial category. What do you think your chances are?
Uh, I want to say pretty good.
Wow,
I
I like
I
this.
play a lot of different games. I am well versed in a lot of games. I have a good number of hours. Though I wouldn't say I'm a achievement hunter like you and Pepper,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
because you two have definitely been doing
Oh, we have a
a
rivalry
lot
going.
more of
Oh,
those
yes.
achievements. But I would say when it comes to playing the games, the variety of different games that I like to play, I would always like to test my chances. You never know.
You never know. And now we want to get into something I'm very excited about, where I like your chances for these next coming awards. We're getting
Hmm.
into the D&D sector. So
All right.
we're in Best NHE Tabletop Cast. For The Haunting, you're nominated alongside with Nala, myself, Alcoholic Nick, Swiftcut Lassie, and Down by Six. How are you enjoying The Haunting?
It is wonderful. It's
Yeah,
a
Call
new
of
setting
Cthulhu.
because
Yeah.
I've never played a Call of Cthulhu map. Never played one of those sessions.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot less fighting stress that your character can die, but doing like a wrong action could easily make a character die.
Oh yes.
So my character, Theodore, he is known as kind of like the taxi cab, the friend of like this group. He wants to kind of keep this investigation group alive and on focus, but also not doing anything that seems unnecessary and um without any reason. So if something, for example, the whole thing with that ball, something that doesn't seem fully right or just doesn't doesn't feel right, he'll easily back off and not, continue investigating. He doesn't want to go down that rabbit hole.
Oh yes. I am loving. I love all our characters. I think we have a good chance of winning best cast. I do. I do.
Possibly.
I do. I say that having been nominated for every cast in the nominees, so that's great. Um, one thing I know you
It
have, you
it's
have,
been really
I know it's been rigged. One thing I know you are very excited about is best NHC tabletop one shot or dungeon dive, of which you were nominated for Holiday Chaos, which I was a part of and
hmm
was so much fun. So much fun.
yeah.
Yes, that was awesome. We got to fight Santa. We got to we got to fucking go to the North Pole. It was
Got
great.
to cut off Rudolph's
Got to
nose.
cut off Rudolph's nose. Oh, so good. So good. Yeah, I think you have a really good shot of winning that one because you're only nominated against one other person, so that's good. You and Spider Monkey.
Right. Very nice.
Who knows? Yeah.
But yeah, Holiday Chaos was a D&D campaign that I created last year for Christmas for some of my friends. And we had done that and um didn't realize how long it would realistically take.
Hmm.
But we did get to about that part where they were around the area of meeting Rudolph. So you guys have been the only people that actually have gotten to and defeated Santa.
Yes. Take that, people.
Mhm.
I loved it.
What time planning is possibly doing another one for Christmas?
Yes, please do.
And I might make this one maybe a little bit shorter.
Yeah, this is like a three shot.
Yeah,
It's good
I
though.
didn't expect it to go this long. I knew I was gonna try and section it off because I want like a introduction to, the events and what's happening, to understand your characters and for your players to understand the other characters. The second one to be the mini boss that kind of gets you in the idea of trying to work together, getting that teamwork sense. And then the final boss where everything that you learned, everything that you've gained through whatever strategies you've picked up with others or understanding your gimmicks and abilities, then finally going out and um, beating the final boss,
Oh yes. Oh
and
yes.
then giving you a little final choice.
Ooh, I love it. I love it. I love it.
Because do you remember at the end of Hold the Chaos where there was that, scientist-looking man
Oh yes, I remember.
who ran to the robot?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So when you dealt with him, I believe you guys had just killed him. All right. So they didn't take the chip.
Oh yes. Yes, we did.
Doing that actually made it so that this year's Holiday Chaos is that you don't verse um a specific boss that was going to be
Oh.
related to that action.
Ooh, we changed history.
You
I love it.
did.
I love it.
If you had let him take the chip, something may have happened, and it would have resulted in a different setting of events.
Ooh,
Now, for this one, it is going to be this certain event because you had killed him.
so exciting. And with Holiday Chaos, you were nominated for Game Master of the Year, which is a very coveted award that Nalam has never lost. He has never lost Game Master of the Year. So
Right here.
you can do it. And if you will be a record breaker if you win any of these. If you win Game Master of the Year, Best NHC Tabletop, or Best Cast, well, first of all, if you win Game Master of the Year, you'll be the youngest ever to win it. Same
Stop.
thing with Best Tabletop One Shot or Dungeon Dive, you'll be the youngest ever to win it. And for all three tabletop nominations, you will be the first Australian ever to win anything in D&D. So you got some records you can break. Just saying.
Wonderful. Hey, if you want those to happen, just vote.
Vote for Pancake. Vote for Pancake. Got a few more nominations here. We got Best Unedited Photography Piece, Um,
Ah, yes, I remember
yes, I'm
that.
going to. I should have had those pulled up already, but we are going to
It
bring them up
should
now.
be the tree with its petals.
Sounds like it, probably.
Yeah, the
Um,
tree was I think during summer. I think it was during summer
yes, it is.
because
Yes, it is. Tell us
it
about
just
it.
finished during spring. Um, it's on my way back home from school, and every time I walk past it, I always have that sense of walking through like bits of nature, because that whole little alleyway is just set to trees and the bushes and stuff. I saw this and I thought that this would just be like a wonderful little look, because the small little purple flowers just as a cent like a focus point and center point to a lot of the greenery
Mm-hmm.
in the area. On the floors there, you can see how the path just goes foresty into the forest and just is lost.
Okay.
For the second one, this was a hike I had done up at um Turtle Rock,
Cool.
and so on this, it was as though you were climbing up the shell of the turtle. So if
Oh,
you
that's
look
cool.
at this, so it's called Turtle Rock because there's these two islands that are at the front that kind of make like its head,
Mm-hmm.
and then that curved bit there, the beach actually there is meant to be kind of like one of its arms, and then this is its shell, the hill here.
Oh, I see it. I see it. That's cool. That's really cool. Oh, I like that.
Yeah, so I had done this walk with, I believe that's my little brother with
Oh.
the cup in the on the side there, and my dad. So we
Oh.
had went up, did that hike. That was a wonderful hike there as well. Um, went through some bits of forest, enjoyed some nature, and as we were coming up to this final leg to like this top area, I saw this with the beach and the sun, and I thought this would be a wonderful photo. I took multiple different photos, but I think this was my favorite.
Oh. You were also nominated for Best Traditional Art Piece for this untitled piece, which I'm going to make you title at some point.
Yep.
Um, how did you come up with this?
So this was for school. This was actually my school assessment, was that we had to create a um we were given a choice after making like a written bit on talking about what the piece is and why it should be on the roof. But these were going to be rooftop panels in our art room.
Okay.
The story behind this one is as I've been playing like D&D, I've been getting into a lot of like, some of its official content, some of the actual things. One of which was for my birthday last year, I got um I got a little Tiamat pop vinyl,
Okay.
and this is actually a depiction of Tiamat in all of its power, because he's one of the or she is one of the more dangerous bosses in probably most iterations.
Love it.
Uh, As Tiamat's seen as like this god character type thing. This is kind of showing how Tiamat's power is used for each of its different heads. I showed that through each head having its own element of art.
Oh,
So
okay.
the first one there, the green uh one, his elements of art and his elements of power is poison. So I did like a poison mist type effect by grabbing a sponge and watercolor and going over that top bit, because it's kind of like a smoke rise effect. So the
Oh.
poison's rising to the top of the panel,
Oh, that's really
and it's
cool.
creating like a lime thin green.
That's
The
so
second
cool.
one is acid. Acid. How he fires his acid is in these globs of acidic balls that whatever they hit just burn away, whether it be a human or a wall. What I did here was I used this like kind of popping out sensation of using impasto, which is what the little splotches are, and then I created like this little acid ball out of paper clay, and I glued it the onto the panel there. The
Okay.
fire one, of course, using the main um element of art being acrylics paint. A
Ooh,
lot of people, and
acrylics.
it's probably the easiest, the most well used one of all.
I love acrylics.
Lightning using a mix of acrylic paint and um physically adding things. So having like the little bits of fabric at the beginning and the end.
Love it.
This, I believe, is actually unfinished because I made a little bit of adjustments when it comes to what stuff I put on it.
Nice.
But this was pretty close. I just added little like lightning streaks off it.
Very cool. Very cool.
And then for the whitehead, I flipped a spray can upside down and had that little spray effect of his ice breath kind of shooting out, and I lightly went over the top of it with the spray can, creating little white dots
Oh, very cool.
as it's. You can probably see some of the white dots at the top there,
Yeah, I see a little bit.
and
Yeah, I see them.
yeah. So some of it is from the spray can, some of it is from the white panel itself, but it's kind of like giving that like frost mist effect because the fire is in realistic would melt a lot of the ice. So it's not a full on attack, but it is a frost like fade type thing.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Well, we'd love to see
Yeah.
more of your art, please. More art, more traditional art from you, please, and digital. I don't know.
Huh. Just
Uh,
wait. I'll be creating clothing soon.
oh yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, okay. Get that craft piece. Anyway, you're also nominated for best quote. Do you remember this quote and where it came from and what the context was? I will gather
Uh
all the cookies, even if it has to be physical.
uh
It's
this was
probably
for
some post.
Pepper who has just posted a little cookie emoji.
Oh right, yeah, that's right.
Pepper, give me your cookie. God damn.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
So it was during one of the times that Pepper had sent in the little cookie things, giving out cookies. Then Iceman had said to one of the things like, "Do you want a cookie?" And I just made it that little quest of, "I will have all the cookies. I will fight for them, even if it has to be physical. Give me your cookies."
Mm-hmm. 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 And your best level up as well. Nomination.
Ah, yes.
Online classes nightmare. I love it. Baby, which I threw out window. And then you said nice, jumbled up, and we get I threw baby out with which out which window? And then you got leveled up for that. I don't understand how the
Yep.
bots work. I really don't. I really don't. I really hope you win for
It's
these.
the Pokemon ones.
Yeah.
Honestly, Nuzleaf kind of looks like a baby,
Yeah, I guess it does kind of work actually now that I think about
and he
it.
did just learn Feint Attack.
Wow. Yeah. This makes sense. It is in perfect alignment.
Well, I threw the baby out which window? Question mark.
So you are
I
go ahead.
just thought that that was just incredibly funny.
You
Like
Yeah, go for it, sorry.
that that was just it just when it was like sent. I just thought that oh, I have to like jumble that up. That's just I threw the baby out. Which window? It just it just became like a classical question. It was just gonna be like a little funny thing, and then when I got the Nuzleaf level up, I was like, ah, I have to be like, that. Do Pokemon level up counts? Those counts,
They
right?
do count. Yes, they do count.
Yep.
Yep, there you go. And your final nomination is for the biggest award of the night, which is best new member. Um,
Uh,
we got some pretty tough some tough competition this year.
I see every member we get, we add them.
Yes. So at the end of the year, we do what's called the big edit, which is where we remove everyone who's not active, and we just keep the ones who are like the most active, obviously. So right now there are 312 best new members. It'll probably whittle down to a list of 20 by the end of the year.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
So and you will definitely be on there. So
I was about to say, what do you think my chances are?
yes, I mean it's the thing is someone was asking me they're like what is like how do I know if I'm going to get on? I'm like if you show up if you're present in the server once a week or even a few times a month, you'll be on the list. You'll be fine. You have to like never check in to not be on the list. Anyway, um so yes, you were nominated for best new member. What are your chances? We got Sayori who's a big new member and Neko Cat. We have Biscuit,
Yes,
Faye,
Neko.
a bunch, yeah.
I know some of the new members. I know I haven't talked to a lot to new members. Talked here and there, and talked a little bit of philosophy with Neko and I
Hmm.
believe Swift. We had that little thing
Oh yes, you're friends with
on
Swift.
the chat.
If you win, Swift will be announcing your award. That's how it works.
Hey.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah.
so
If
those
you
little things here and there. But yeah, I it's all up to just the votes. It's all up to just what happens. So
That's right.
I just keep it fate.
If you win, you will be the first Australian to win for sure. You won't be
Let's
the
go.
youngest, but you will be the youngest in a while. You'll be the second minor ever to win. There's only been
Let's
one other
go.
minor, so.
Hey, I'll
Um,
be 18 later this year.
oh, in that case, you won't be a minor. So, just kidding on that one. But you will be the first Australian. So, um, yeah, that's it. What do
Oh, so
your final question for this part before we get to the fan question? What are your goals for this year in New Hill City?
probably to um do good in a lot of the chats, talk to a lot of the people here and there.
I love it.
Um, make sure my party does not die in haunting, and learn um how to do the because I recently was just invited for the cult and wizardry law enforcement, that D&D one.
Yes. Oh
So
my
I'm
gosh,
now in
yes.
that. For that one, I'm actually I'm known as being really lucky. Um so the stats I rolled with everything was if I remember correctly, 16, 16, 16, 16, 11, and 13.
You're gonna die. You know you're gonna die, right? I want you to know you're gonna die. You're gonna die in
That's why I
haunting.
went barbarian.
You're gonna die. You're gonna die. By the way, Ara said he was expecting a little kawaii voice from Pancake, but apparently you don't. You have a
No, I don't have a
non-quietness.
client voice.
So now, speaking of where we were reading that from, we're gonna get to the fan questions. So I've allowed the Hellions to give you at most 20 questions per person, which
No
I'm now
worries.
realizing is probably too much. Um,
Don't worry, I'm happy to answer whatever.
well, your first one is from Minnie. Do you see yourself getting more votes than Vire for Gamiest
Yes.
Gamer? Wow,
I
said yes.
wasn't, so what?
Wow, said yes before the question was. We're gonna check. We're gonna remember that. I want someone to remember that. Pin that. Don't pin that, but
Alright, next,
remember that.
next,
Remember that
next
for
question,
the
next
next
question.
time. For okay,
Look,
let's see.
I'm looking at my little monument of Eevees. They're all looking at me with adorable eyes. I gotta
Okay,
do it for them.
all right. We'll see. We'll see about that. Um,
No,
R is writing
Aragon,
that
put it
down.
down. Yep.
More questions, folks. I gave you so much time. Okay,
Oh,
here's
talk.
oh yeah, Taka of course is coming with the questions. Taka
Let's
asks,
see.
"What's been the best D&D you've ever participated in?" Oh boy,
Um,
Nick is now becoming the new Taka. Oh god. Well, I think Taka
I'm
just
happy
gave
to
Nick
I'm happy
questions.
to answer all of these. Okay. Best game of D&D I participated in. Um, would Okay, I think probably the best one I've ever participated in was a D&D session at my school with my friends. We did a space themed one. It wasn't Star Wars because that's the one I'm doing now, but it was a space themed one. And that one was made by our incredibly smart friend who's really into like creating a world with a lot of lore and character development. It was quite insane. When it comes to best campaign for here in this server, I would probably say either my one or Haunting. Coda has been doing incredible when it comes to the Haunting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Taka also
Thanks for
asked.
the talking.
Um, Actually, I'll break it up between Taka and Nix. Nick says,
One to one.
would you
Okay.
like to become an actual pancake?
I would prefer not to be eaten, personally. Like, it happens. Getting eaten is, one of the fears of any pancake. But in the pancake wars against the waffles, I would happily give my life.
um, Let me see. Taka asks, if you had to live in D&D, what class would you be, and what stats would you have?
I would say probably my favorite class, Ranger. I would love for Ranger. My stats would probably be my dexterity, con, and intelligence. Probably that good middle area.
Nice.
Dex would probably be one of my highest. Uh, I'm not overly strong, so I probably have like a 10, 11 strength. I am, from what a lot of people say, I am quite charismatic. So I think
Ooh,
charismatic might be my highest stat.
and some charisma.
Mm-hmm.
Nick
I can
asks,
talk.
will you answer every question Taka asks you?
Possibly. I don't know. I'm loving some of these things.
Let's
I've
go
only
with
read up to
yes.
four. I think I will.
All right, when he turns 18, I'll reread that and I'll circle back to that. Um, Taka asks, do you think you would be the type of person to roll multiple nat 20s or multiple nat 1s? I guess maybe this is in
Oh
life.
my god. You do not understand. There was this one event, one story, where my best friend who was DMing our last session, um, there was an event where there was this um gold dragon. We were talking to it, warning it of these things that are happening, and I accidentally, apparently I was rude to it, and so I tried to run away. In this campaign, I had the deck of many things. My favorite item in all of
Fucking
D&D.
deck of
I
many
actually have
things.
a physical copy of it
Of course
with
you do.
me.
Of course you do.
I love it.
Huh.
Cause it's the ultimate luck-based thing. It's awesome. But so I got fire breaths from it. So I asked him, can I pull from the deck of many things at before I, am obliterated? He said, sure. The card I pulled out gave me the ability to plus 2 to any of my stats. I increased my con. I lived on 2 hit points.
Okay.
I was then grabbed, and then I rolled both a nat 20 on persuasion towards the dragon, that doing this was wrong because he was a gold dragon, that he should not kill someone who has not done anything over his own, you know, emotions. And then I rolled another nat 20 less than a minute, not even a minute, less than like another roll ago, to investigate the location to find um things of interest, and I found a really cool magical bow, which just became my overpowered bow.
Nice. Um, Nick asks, did you like the weather today?
So far, I've just woken up. I don't think it's raining.
Oh yeah.
So it's okay.
So New House City is good. Very good. Um, what is the funniest things that's happened to you in D&D? I don't know if it your last story counted, but
when it comes to funniest, um, probably in one campaign I DM'd. Another campaign I have is if you guys know Stranger Things, I have that D&D campaign that they played in the show.
Oh, cool.
So that's another thing that we
I
can
like that
technically
show.
play in the server. Um,
Yes, we should do that.
so one of my players, he was playing like a kind of dumber barbarian, but he had high charisma and strength and stuff. And he had said because there was a blockage, like a cave in one area, he said that he wished to intimidate the wall.
Okay.
So he rolled it. He got a nat 20. So what he did was that he walked up. His words exactly were that he walks up and that he flexes his muscles, showing his incredible strength. I I rolled a d20, got like a 15 or something. And what I had was that a few of the rocks started falling down, not creating a pathway, but just they all started falling down.
Um, Nick asks, are you a secret Australian spy? Do they have spies in
No, I'm
Australia?
actually just British.
There you go. Wow, wow,
Uh,
wow, 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 Nick.
I have an American accent. I'm half British and Australian.
There you go. Taka asks, talking about games, what is your favorite type of game, and what game do you hate?
I hate racing and sports games.
Okay, I
I
agree.
hate those.
I agree.
Because I've never been one to play them, never actually enjoyed them. I hate playing shooters on console. Too slow for me. I always play it on PC.
Ooh,
And my favorite types of games are the smart puzzle strategy games here and there, or probably just my favorite game, which is like beat 'em ups and stuff. So Devil May Cry.
yeah,
Love the Sonic games.
yeah. You
The
seem like a
classic
Devil May Cry
Sonics have
guy.
always been great.
Yeah. Nick.
And then just
Okay.
and then just the occasional cute games here and there.
Okay. Nick asks, is Australia actually real? I've often wondered this myself.
I think so. Looking around, yeah, no, I think it's real.
Ara says it's smart.
We
Oh,
have the
it's a
other
good choice.
Australian in the server who can say it's real.
Oh, there you go. Ara says smart puzzle games and mindless violence a good choice. So you got a fan there. Um,
Yep.
Taka asks, what game do you think is overrated and which one would be underrated?
Overrated games? Probably. Uh, I'm not sure because I think I play most overrated games. Okay. Um, probably a super overrated game has been like Halo.
I agree. I so agree. I think it is
Personally,
overrated.
I played Halo a lot, and I thought Halo Reach was a good game. But
Reach and ODST are the best ones by
yeah,
far.
Reach and ODS are probably the best ones.
Best
But
ones.
like, it's a super overrated game for a simple thing. When Infinite came out, everyone made it like the new like everything. Like it was one of the uh best things. Yes, Minnie, you are actually correct. It is a hack and slash. I couldn't think of the terminology when I said it. But yeah, I think Halo in its entirety is probably one of those games because they're trying to recreate what Reach um, created, what that whole sense of Reach was. Which game I think would be underrated? Danganronpa.
Yes, 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 yes,
I
yes.
love Danganronpa. I
Who
thought
doesn't? Who doesn't?
Danganronpa was a
It's such.
perfect mystery game.
Have you played all
I
three?
thought that was
Actually, have
yes,
you
I
played all
have.
four? There's a fourth one too.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, wait, what's the
There's a
fourth one?
side. There's a side one. There's where you play Makoto's sister. It's called
Oh, yes,
yeah.
I played that one.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Just making
Despair
sure.
Sisters,
Yeah,
yeah.
disperse. Yep. Okay.
I have played all of them.
So
It is great.
they're great. I love them. Nick.
Actually, I played also. Nerner games.
Oh yeah, those are
So
good too.
999
Yeah, those are good.
and a few of the different ones here and there.
Fun fact: those two companies got together and made a game together, and it was not good. So shocking.
What game was that?
I don't even remember the name of it, but you were on an island. It was very much like the Danganronpa games. It had all of the elements, but there's something a little bit different. It just wasn't good. It just was not
Right,
good,
yeah.
sadly. Nick asks if Australia is real. Where is it?
Um,
Nick is
it's
fully
not far
chaos
from
right now.
New Zealand. It's not
Oh,
far from New Zealand, and it's kind of just below. Um, Trying to remember geography. Yeah, it's just by New Zealand. If you know where that is, just look a little bit left.
okay, fair enough. What's been your favorite question so far? Asks Nick.
Um, Probably talking about the games, like favorite type of game and what games do I hate.
Nice.
It's always good giving your opinions on those.
Minnie asks, can you tell the sun to fuck off?
Fuck off.
I love that pause. Nick asks, "What's the secret password to enter for a super secret, mega hyper duper secret D Pancake Society?"
Okay, guys, I can't be too loud on this one, okay?
Okay,
The the super mega hyper duper secret of Pancake Society, his password is waffle. Okay,
okay.
okay, can't say that.
I would never even guess that. That is
Exactly.
insane.
I know,
That's
right? That they
insane.
they would know. They would know.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
genius. So we use our
That's so
enemy's
genius.
name.
I was gonna think it was syrup. It was, oh my god, yeah, no, right,
No,
that's right.
never.
You're right. You're
Waffle.
absolutely right. It's waffle.
All right, shh.
Okay, okay, we'll go back. We'll go back to Taka's questions. Taka asked, "What's the craziest role you had in D&D?"
Craziest role I've had was probably getting um a nat. I got a nat 20 for So I was playing a fighter gunslinger, so I had multiple shots. I think at this point I had 4 shots with action surge and stuff. I got a nat 20 on my first shot. I then got like a total of like 20 something on my second shot. Then I action surge, and then on my third shot I got another nat 20, which no one could believe. And on my fourth shot, um, I had cocked the roll, so I had to go and re-roll it, and then I got a third nat 20.
Wow. Wow, yeah, I would check that dice. I would check those.
Dude,
Interesting.
I have these metal, gold metal dice. They are moi. They are
They're
perfect.
chef's
They are
kiss.
wonderful.
Take pictures for us and post them in whatever that thing is for the thingy channel. Um, Talking about games, Taka asks, "What character from any game have you played would you like to hang out with?" That's a good question. And it pains me to tell Taka he had a good question, but he did.
Right. If if I could hang out with any character from a game, I would personally love to hang out with Star-Lord from the Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yeah,
I
he would be
I
cool.
personally love that game. That was a great game. Um, of course, I would also love to hang out with like Dante and Virgil from like Devil May
They
Cry.
seem like they'd be assholes though. They seem like they would not be fun to hang out with.
Nah,
I feel like
maybe
Star Lord
just
would.
Virgil. Maybe just Virgil.
Yeah, maybe just Virgil. Dante would be
I
such
think
a
I
douchebag. He just seems like he's not good with people, but I don't know.
nah, nah, he actually is pretty good.
I don't know. Taka asks, "What do you think of NFT games and games that you pay with a currency just by playing them?"
What the? Those are a thing. God damn
I
it.
didn't know those were a thing either.
NFT games. I know NFT, but
I
they have
didn't.
games now.
I didn't
What
know they
the?
implemented them in the games. That's wild.
Oh God.
Mm.
Personally, I think a lot of the cryptocurrency stuff. I don't do any of that stuff. It's not a personal interest of mine. I have nothing against it or nothing to people who do it. But I'm not. probably the best person to answer that type of question.
We're gonna sell out and make a New Hell City NFT. Just completely sell out to the man. I'm excited for it. Don't tell the kids. Or I said I quit. Not yet. Your question's coming up. Um, and talking about
And
these
quit now.
games, asked Taka, what do you think of the future of games in general?
As technology grows and we get better stuff, we get better consoles, we get higher end grades. I'm kind of just looking forward to when we get the Nerve gear from like Sword Art Online.
Oh, I would
At
love
some
that.
point, we're getting something like that.
I don't care.
Like
I'm buying that right away. I
I
want to.
would buy
I
that.
would buy that right away. I don't care what it does to my brain. I want it right away. Yes, 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 absolutely. Um, Taka asks, "What is the funniest name you've seen from a player character from D and D?"
Damage.
What is it?
Damage. It was
Damage.
spelt as damage,
Oh, that's
but
brilliant. I love
my
that.
friend literally had said, no, it's pronounced damage. And he
I
was the barbarian character that intimidated the wall.
I live. I love that. I love that.
I
Um,
was like, my god,
that's so good. That
damage.
is
Do
so
your
good.
damage.
Dear Damage. Oh man, I love that person. Get them in NHC.
Uh,
Taka asks, you have to eat one food for the rest of your life. What would it be and why?
Funny enough, it's not pancakes.
That is shocking. That is shocking.
Because pancakes need to be with other things.
They're not standalone. They have to be with other things.
I mean, it definitely can be,
Tell
but
that to
like
IHOP.
having Nutella or syrup, maple syrup with pancakes just boosts it up. It's like having the um stone. It's like having the Chaos Emeralds with Sonic to turn into Supersonic. Having maple syrup with pancakes just turns into a mega pancake.
Mega pancake.
But no, that's my final form. I'll get into that later. Probably the best food would be like sausages. If I can have one thing, it'd probably be like sausages.
That's
Always loved
hearty.
like a lot of the German sausages, like Knackwurst, Cheesecranks, Gieskranks, like those type of stuff. I love those sausages. Always quite nice.
And I love sausage too. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I wanted to take a break also to say that your Australian, your Australian, I was gonna say brethren, but whatever the non-gender version of
Quahog.
cohort,
Yep.
keeps accidentally almost writing in this chat, which is something I love. Soph does this thing. I don't know why. I think they just
So,
like we love Soph. Soph will like
so
Soph will start writing in a channel because I think it because the notifications pop up and then realize it's not the channel and then type somewhere else. It's hilarious. Anyway, Ara asks, "Dear Mr. Pancake, if I were to come to Australia, would you help me collect the danger noodles to give them pets? I mean pats, excuse me. I believe by danger noodles he means snakes, because Ara likes snakes for some reason. We don't know why.
understandable. Um, they're either hiding underneath your back patio if you're out in
Fucking
the
hell.
outback. If you're in the outback, then they'll probably just be under your staircase. But
Mm-mm.
if you want, you can probably go into any of the forests and you'll find something. It's getting close to winter for us.
So they just like hide
So
in your house in the winter?
not they make their own little nests.
Oh, underground?
They just
That's where they
make them
should
all
stay.
over the place, and then they hibernate because they are reptiles.
Fuck.
Reptiles like to hibernate for the cold.
I don't understand snakes. I don't know what they want from us. Um,
They kind of just want to live
yeah, I guess that
in
makes
their
sense.
own little in their world. Though sometimes we do approach on them, thinking that maybe we can have that distance. But a snake will never just bite you if
That
you
is
leave it
true.
like alone.
That is true. I'm actually not that afraid of snakes. I mean, I don't love when I heard that someone in Australia found a snake in their toilet. That
Oh,
wasn't my
yep.
favorite story. Cause fuck that
Snakes are
shit.
funny.
But anyway, um, Alcoholic Nick asks, "Did Fire pay you to have an interview?"
No, nothing has been sent to my account.
Nick also asked, "Did you lie in the previous question?"
No.
The pause though. Um,
I love the pause.
Next question is: are you sure you didn't lie?
Yes, I'm
what does
sure.
what does kangaroo taste like? We're still on
I've
this
had
question.
kangaroo. I've actually had kangaroo.
What does it taste like? I'm curious. I imagine it's just chicken.
It's it's been a good number of years, but we had these kangaroo burgers.
Ooh,
It's it has a slightly different taste to like what you would think would be like beef and stuff. It is quite nice. It's definitely one of the nicer meats I've had, which is funny because it's on our coat of arms and stuff.
yum! I
Though
love
we
to
do
eat.
not eat koalas or anything like that because there's the chance of it having the pufferfish effect
Oh
because when
yeah.
because koalas eat eucalyptus, which is incredibly bad for us if it was in our bodies if we eat it.
Oh, koalas are
So make sure
poisonous. I
not to
didn't
actually
know
just
this.
eat. Yeah, eucalyptus is poisonous to us, but koalas can just eat that stuff.
But wait, why do we put eucalyptus on our bodies? Like we use it for
Eating like
oh, for eating, for
digesting,
eating. Oh
yeah.
wow,
But
that's so
also
wild.
that type of stuff would be like processed to have just the eucalyptus essence, not the actual like um leaf and stuff.
Oh wow. Nick asks, are spiders actually a problem in Australia?
Funny enough, I wouldn't say that they're a problem because they kind of just set their own webs up in high trees, and not a lot of bites actually. Or at least in my life, I haven't had too many bites of people say, "Oh, I've been bitten by a spider." Oh no.
Huh. Okay.
Like we have like golden orb weavers, which are spiders that have the strong, I think the strongest web, like the
Let's see if there's a
strongest
GIF.
silk.
Oh, I'll find a picture. Keep talking.
But
Can't
yeah,
believe
they
I
have
just knew
like the
this.
strongest silk, tensile strength and stuff. And we don't get bitten a lot. They don't. They like keep to their corners. They know that we're much bigger and that we can probably literally kill them in like any way.
Yeah.
So I think it's good.
I heard a stat that actually made me feel a lot better about spiders. Is that I think it's that 98% of spiders are not harmful
Yeah,
to us, um,
yeah.
and
So a lot of them
the two
are
percent that are we
venomous.
can't find.
Yeah, a lot of them are venomous and deadly, but they have small fangs. That's the whole thing, is
Yeah.
that their fangs aren't big enough or strong enough to pierce our skin.
Do you know what the deadliest spider is?
Um, Off the top of my head, no, but I think I do know its name. It's not the golden orb weave.
No,
That one just has.
it's something very common.
Oh,
The deadliest spider is the daddy longleg.
oh, of
That's actually
course.
the deadliest spider, but it's like it couldn't it can't be any there's nothing about it that's deadly to us, but it's actually the most I
Yeah,
think it's
it's
considered the most deadly spider.
yeah, it has the most kill capacity of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Australia is a horrible place for people with arachnophobia.
Oh god, hell no. Hell no.
Sadly, my best friend does have that, so it's always fun to be like, okay, there's a spider, just move on over here.
That's cute. Um Nick finally asked, "Did you sleep well?" Maybe not finally, but
Yeah, I actually slept pretty well. We watched Death on the Nile last night.
oh, I got to watch that.
Great movie. I will not
Said
spoil anything.
yes. I know it happens cuz I read the book, but yes, I am very excited to
Of
watch the movie
course.
again.
Okay.
Um Minnie asks, "How much money does Fire owe you?"
0.
Good. That's what it should be, except for taxes. We'll be asking for your taxes soon.
We'll be
Taka
asking for the taxes later.
Taka asks, "What myth from Australia can you confidently say is false, and which one is actually true?"
Um, I've never ridden in a kangaroo's um
A pouch, yes.
yeah, never ridden in their pouch to school. Never done anything like that. So that's the false one. The true one is that we are probably the most dangerous place nature-wise
Yeah,
because we have the most deadly spiders, we have the most deadly insects, we have the most deadly creatures. Koala bears, I if I remember correctly, no. Yeah, they have like a little poisonous barb on the side of their hand, and
Uh,
we have drop bears.
there you go. Drop bears. All right, folks, we got to speed this up because we got to get Pancake into D&D.
Yeah,
Um,
we gotta get into D&D.
I'm actually maybe skipping this session because I have things to do. Favorite thing about
Makes
living in
sense.
Australia?
Pardon?
Favorite thing about living in Australia?
Uh, the climate actually isn't incredibly hot. It can get quite sunny and hot here and there. But it's always been quite nice. We've gotten some cool times here and there. Winter is always quite nice. Sadly, no snow for Queensland, but we got snow in other places of Australia.
How do you think Australia would be in a D&D game?
Um, most of the enemies will be spiders.
Nice. I agree. What are you proudest of and what do you want to get better at?
Um, I'm probably proudest of making it this far in school, definitely.
Love it.
Um, hoping to graduate at the end of the year. So yeah.
Any hot take on the current state of games?
Loving a lot of the stuff that's been happening with, like all the new games that's coming out, remaking of games. Um, Star Wars, uh, Knights of the Old Republic
Hmm.
remake. That's hype. Um, God, that's insane. But yeah, I'm
Um,
looking forward to the other games.
what do you think is the most important thing when you're first playing D&D?
Understand the rules because every type of D&D is slightly different. For example, Call of Cthulhu, you never use a D20.
Ah, I love Call of Cthulhu. It's so
You
easy.
gotta you gotta understand the mechanics of what you're playing, understand the identity of your character. Because if you don't understand the character's identity, then it becomes a point of, are you just here for battle? Are you just here for instant gratification? Or are you here for uh this well developed like world that you have been so graciously invited to join?
What is the best way to teach someone how to play D&D?
I've taught a couple people, some people that were in the server.
Hell yeah.
Um, Probably the best way is to have them kind of go through the way of making a character, talk to them on some of the little gimmicks here and there, and then create a quick little one shot for them.
Amazing. And I hate to, I'm going to put a cap on this. I'm going to give you Taka's last question. Um, last one is what got you into D&D and why do you like it?
Played D&D a while ago with my dad. This was like when I was like, so maybe 10 years ago at least.
Okay.
Played a little D&D thing with dad. Watched um a few different shows on like what D&D was. Watched some of the classic the old like original Dungeons and Dragons show with Tiamat as like the enemy.
Wow.
I got that on my phone. That was fun.
Nice.
So yeah, those were little things. Never really had too many people to play with. Until going to like high school. So that was always good.
Nice. We're going to cap the questions there. Although I'm going to DM Taka something because I think I have an idea for something that Taka should do later on. But we're going to go into the rapid fire before we let you go. First
Right.
thing on your mind, or first thing you think of, are you ready?
Sure, let's go.
Here we go. What are you terrible at?
Sports.
What are you amazing at?
Improvising.
What is your favorite thing to do?
Art.
What is your least favorite thing to do?
Sport.
Um, what is? Oh, do I look pretty today?
As I said before, Radiant.
Excellent. Name something you would set on fire.
Um, Math book.
You have to pack your stuff today and go live with someone in New Hell City. Who is it? Someone from New Hell City. Who is it?
Swift.
What is your favorite word? What
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
is your least favorite word?
The long word of the fear of long words.
That's great. What is why are video games so hard?
Dark Souls.
Why is anime so confusing?
Japan.
You either have to pick a video game, a book, or an anime to keep you entertained on a desert island for the rest of your life. Which one is it?
Video game, specifically Pokemon.
That's it. What? Oh, which one? Which Pokemon?
I would personally play Pokemon Emerald or Pokemon Fire Red.
Okay. What noise or sound do you love?
Um, I love the sound of probably the sound of like rolling metal dice.
What noise or sound do you hate?
Um, I hate the sound of like a scratching, high pitched scratch sounds.
What profession other than your own would you like to attempt? And you don't have a profession, but
Um, uh, Whether if it's not being art, then I would also love to do maybe acting, voice acting.
oh, nice. What profession would you not like to attempt?
Probably should not do sports stuff.
Finally, when you get to hell, what would you like Satan to say to you when you arrive at the fiery gates?
Um, Guess you weren't lucky on this one.
Perfect. Pancake, we are so happy you're here. You're one of the front running members of the new age of New Health City. I really hope you win some hellies. Maybe it's time for some of the new folks to win more hellies. Not me, obviously. We're not talking about me. As like I'm not talking about the old folks. And me. I'm not old, obviously. Whatever. Um, but let's get you some hellies. I think you're amazing. I love you as a game master. You're so much fun. I hope you have more games in New Hell City. Do you have more planned
I
coming up?
I have planned technically two.
Oh,
I have
yes,
the Star Wars themed campaign
yes.
that I'm going through now, with my real life friends. We're going through that here and there. I just want them to kind of get to that point where we can get something, then I'll start trying to do it in this server when I have
Amazing,
a lot more time and I can do it.
amazing.
So
So
possibly for next year when I'm out of school.
awesome, awesome. Well, DM Pancake, hang out with Pancake, say hi to Pancake, and thank you for joining me for this interview, Pancake. You're the
No
best.
worries.
Woo! All right, tell the kids bye.
Au revoir, everyone.